talk a little bit what the tournament meant for you to play here in Canada at U20?
Yeah, it was massive. Obviously, it was disappointing the way we didn't get through the group stages after so much hype around the team and the build up to it. We had a good, really good group of players. It was just disappointing, especially at home, but playing against some good teams, and it was just fantastic exposure, and to have it at home was incredible.
So what would you say, leading up to Caliber, you guys kind of started that generation of players that are kind of moving in and kind of making a difference in the game now here, especially in Canada. What do you say, a lot of the players, Alphonso Davies now, coming in, this next generation of players coming in, and what do you see different from the players that you guys had and the coaching staff you guys had to now?
I just think we had some exciting players then, but I think the group as a whole now, and the depth of the Canadian squad, you see players that aren't even involved in a Gold Cup, and we never had that before. We basically had a team that would pick itself, but now the depth, we've got players who are disappointed to not be in the squad, who deserve to be in the squad, but for one reason or another aren't being picked because there's that depth and that challenges for position. So that's a massive thing for the country, and it's an exciting time for Canadian soccer. You saw the Gold Cup recently, how well the boys did. Disappointing not to go even further, and that's the thing. We're being disappointed with quarterfinal, semifinal type thing, and we're going in the right direction.
How do you think the importance in your career personally, how big going overseas to play in England and playing at Newcastle and playing, where you played, how important was that to your molding in your career growing up?
Yeah, that was massive. That molded me as not only a player but as a person. I had growing up in Canada and then almost becoming a man in England, and then get a chance to raise my own family in both countries is pretty special. I've been pretty fortunate. But as a player, there wasn't really there wasn't an MLS franchise for me at the time. There was no Canadian Premier League, nothing like that. So we had to go to Europe, and all I ever wanted to do was go to England and play. And who knows what would happen if this was here for me at that age. But I'm delighted to be a part of it now, and to come back and see everything come to fruition here.
So if you could give a message to the up-and-coming kids, all the kids that are coming and looking at that option now with the Canadian Premier League, what would you say, if you could, one message to the youth kids and on the importance of going out and showing yourself and just being noticed and just working, one message for the youth?
Well, to be honest, I'd say, especially with hopefully this Canadian Premier League coming in, and obviously you've got the residency camps and the Canadian MLS teams, is just keep working away, go through the system, do what you have to do. Don't have to go abroad now. Everything's here on our front door, and opportunities will arise, especially, like I say, if this Canadian League comes in and players can play through that. Who knows, a striker has 20 goals in the season, he gets to move to an MLS team, so you never know. The opportunities are there for players now, and we've got such a big group of young kids playing the sport here, and grassroots is getting better. We're going to keep producing more players, and hopefully we've got the outlets for them here.
Awesome.
Perfect. Cheers. Thank you.